So despite being a pretty decent movie, The Incredible Hulk failed to match the success of Iron Man. So could the franchise get back on track? Well, let's find out with Iron Man 2. Released in April 2010, Iron Man 2 picks up where the first one left off, with Tony Stark revealing to himself to be Iron Man to the entire world. Unfortunately, this gets the attention of Ivan Vanko, played by Mickey Rourke, who wants revenge against Tony. And it turns out he's also got the same blueprints for an arc reactor, and uses his own resources to build his own weaponized suit. Meanwhile, Tony now has the government on his arse, and worse, the device on his heart is slowly poisoning him, leading him to delve deeper into alcoholism. And with Vanko drawing in closer, can Tony find a way to overcome his enemies as well as himself? Iron Man 2 is an entertaining but convoluted mess that felt both rushed and incoherent. It feels like they had to throw as much crap at the wall to see what would stick.
Boo! Pick a plot line!
There's some good ideas, but they aren't executed as well as they should. Don't get me wrong, there's still a lot to like. Robert Downey Jr. is still funny as Stark, and he still plays the role with the same conviction we saw in the first Iron Man movie. The scenes with him sticking it to Senator Stern, played by the late Larry Davis, is still funny, and he's still as charming as ever, but the script sadly regresses his character. When we see our hero desperate and at the end of his wits, we want to see him prevail and not give up. Here, he delves more and more into self-destruction, which is a huge step back from the progress we saw him make last time. Don Cheadle replaces Terrence Howard as Rhodey, and despite trying his best, he feels more flat in the role, and he doesn't have the same chemistry as Howard did with Downey Jr. in the first Iron Man. Thankfully, old Donny Boy improved in the later movies. Mickey Rourke is sadly wasted, despite being a very cool, smart, ruthless badass. But he gets sidelined for Sam Rockwell's snivelling Justin Hammer. And don't get me wrong, Rockwell is very funny in the role, and I guess he's the dweeb trying to be as cool as Tony but always fails, but he never comes across as a genuine threat. Scarlett Johansson makes her first appearance as Black Widow, and she's sadly more wooden than I was seeing her in that catsuit. And thank God she got better as the series went on. The action is still pretty cool, the one-liners are still funny, and despite the multiple storylines with plot threads that go nowhere, it's still entertaining, thanks to Robert Downey Jr.'s charisma. So overall, it's a passable couple of hours, but sadly, it lacks the sincerity of the first, as well as the heart. So that was Iron Man 2. Next up, 4.